I primed my child. I gave them a 5-minute warning and it's still not working. They're not coming. I took my kids to the park the other day and I saw this not working problem happen for many parents. And there were two things that all of those families had in common. Number one, they use similar language structures. So they mostly use the word warning and they mostly prime in a future oriented way. Children are in the present, okay? So being careful about your language is critical. You want your language to be oriented to the present, and you also want to use words that don't activate the alarm bells inside of the nervous system. Warning is one of the things. It's like activate, activate. Don't say that. Okay, instead I want you to say, hey, we get to play for 2 more minutes. We get to go on 3 more slides. Okay, now I'm orienting to the child's perspective with my words. Not we have to leave in 5 minutes or we're leaving after 1 more slide. Okay, that is future oriented and it's more about the adult perspective than the child perspective. So lose the word warning and make sure that your language is oriented to the present, what your child is presently doing. Number two, you give them 5 minutes and then you don't provide any steps and then you leave. That is not enough. Remember that priming is about creating social and emotional space, cognitive space for your child to process. And there's like 10 steps you missed. So when you say we're leaving in 5 minutes and then you try to leave, it's not enough time. You missed all the other steps. So 5 more minutes to play. 2 more minutes to play. My voice is using melodic intonation, the kind of melodic intonation that the child likes. I am close physical proximity. I'm giving a visual support. I might even touch the child. 1 more minute. Automaticity. I always say it that way. Okay. Minute. That's the cue to my kids. Like we are actually leaving here. And then I don't say, now we're going to the car, now we're going to get the pizza or pick up brother. Then I say, now it's time to put on shoes. Here you go. And I do this with my big kids and I do it with little kids. Okay, so make the steps small. Put the shoes on, get the water bottles, focus on those things. And then, hey, you got your shoes on, you got your water bottle. Now it's time to walk to car, walk to car. I'm not even talking about going to get the pizza or pick up the brother or anything like that. We're just walking to the car. If your child is struggling and it's not working and you gave them 5 minutes and they still didn't come, what that tells you is that you have to break it down further. It's not that it's not working, it's that they need more social, emotional, and cognitive time and space in order to process the transition and make the decision to come to follow you as their parent. Right. And so I just want to think about like, okay, that wasn't broken down enough. I moved too quickly. I wasn't enough in my child's world. And I can change that by breaking it down. Break it down, more. Use melodic intonation, use a visual support, put your hand on their child's back, attune to the particular child that you have and use the tools that they like and respond to the most. If you need help with this, get in my DMs, message me the word parent. We will see if getting on the phone with me or somebody from my team makes sense for you and your family. If it does, we'll talk together about whether our program is a fit for you. I cannot tell you how many parents have come to me and said, like, I can never leave a play date. And by the time, just like by a few weeks of working together, they're like, oh my God, we love to play date. There was no tears. Like, it works. But a lot of you, especially those of you who have children with really sensitive nervous systems, are going to need some extra supports in order to figure out, particular to your child, what are the tools that they really need? Where do you break it down? All that good stuff. I'll see you in the DMs. Shoot me the word parent.